Good morning, Street Fighters, and welcome to Combo Breaker's coverage of Super Street Fighter Turbo. I am Renegade.
I'm Flying V.
And we want to welcome you for our coverage all day to the oldest and greatest game on the tournament circuit, what we like to call ST.
Yes.
We got a lot of great action for you today. This tournament is the biggest ST tournament on U.S. soil in years, and we're excited.
Probably since X-Mania USA at EVO.
Yeah, it's at least one of the EVO tournaments at about 113 entrants. This is definitely a huge, great sign for the game to come. We got the bonus prize is an arcade cabinet sponsored by Paradise Arcade Shop. That is
shout outs to them.
Yeah.
Also, it's the cabinet that they're playing on right now, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty
awesome.
It's pretty cool, and so that's what you get to win, and it's a very sweet setup. It includes the board and the connections and everything you see there. So it's pretty awesome what we got here for you today.
All right, so I think we're getting ready for our first match. We're going into the settings and resetting it. The first match today is going to be EBT's Muffin Man versus Zen Blaster. So Zen Blaster, I know him very well.
Yeah.
Very, very old school player. Plays Blanca. So we're and DJ as well.
So we might be starting off with a DJ mirror because
actually, I guess he went Claw.
All right. So yeah, Muffin Man is also known for his DJ mirror.
Yes. This matchup, I feel, as a DJ player, is probably one of DJ's worst matchups in the game. Basically, Claw is in control of the majority of the pace of the game. He can just press crouching medium punch. It's just short poke with the claw and just be very oppressive.
And as we see there, it's all about the player because Muffin Man just scored a perfect on the first game.
Oh, no wanting the sky high claw. I think you just want to crouching strong.
Getting those touch deaths early in the morning is a little bit tough.
Yeah. And I like Muffin Man's idea of trying to upkick the wall dive as it happened, but he's a little bit early on it, so he just starts sailing away. There we go. Now we start the wall dive shenanigans, or I guess not. More wall dives in neutral. Gets upkicked right away. Good cross up, and that's another thing too that makes this matchup difficult for DJ, is that Claw's throw range is longer than DJ's.
Yes.
So while it's being oppressive,
he did get the stun anyway. Is he gonna get that touch of death?
No, he decides to go for the easier version of the touch of death, so he doesn't do fierce. He does short instead.
Double perfect.
Still double perfect, but
with that weird round in the middle. So
yeah,
it's a very dominating round, and it's gonna make Zen Blaster go to the character.
Oh, and he counterpicks even further with what I would argue is actually DJ's single worst matchup of the whole game, which is Tulsim.
I think you said Claw was at first.
It's in the top 5. It's in the top 3. I'm sorry, I'm mistaken. But wow,
there we go.
Just complete and utter aggression from Muffin Man.
He's very good.
Yes, Muffin Man is a very good DJ player. And just being incredibly oppressive, which is what you want to do generally in this matchup as DJ, is to be oppressive with your normals and force Dulcim to force him to respect everything that you're doing, because since he has no real good wake-up option, he could kind of teleport. And if he's really feeling ambitious,
there we go.
Another
that's a stun.
That's a stun. That's going to be death. And Muffin Man's up 2-0.
So really, the key for DJ players is if you want to play DJ, there's 2 modes. There's basically the Gaea Light mode, which is throwing max outs and anti-airing, and there's also the Dictator mode, where you're getting the touch of death. In any matchup where DJ is unfavored on paper, you need the touch of deaths to win. So, get it home and start practicing those touch of death people.
Yeah. So there's a few variants of the touch of death for DJ that you could do. The one that I personally do is I do jab fierce into machine gun upper, which makes it so that you don't have to do heavy machine gun upper to get the stun.
Yeah.
You do medium machine gun upper. But Muffin Man chooses to do short into it, which means you're required to do heavy.
Yeah, and sometimes the safe version of the combo is going into dread kicks, which will stun a lot of the time anyway.
Yeah, in any normal neutral situation, it'll do that. That being said, again, Zen Blaster went with another character select and is switched to Ryu. Now this matchup is 5-5. It's more dictated on who's throwing better fireballs and who's forcing the other person to just block. That's a good anti-air crouching medium kick. There you go. And 3-0 for Muffin Man.
Yep.
Just as I was explaining the matchup, it's all over.
Yeah, that is.
All right. So next up, we're going to have Grog and Big Vic 340.
Yep. What did you like about Muffin Man's DJ play as a DJ player?
As a DJ player, I am a big fan of complete aggression, and Muffin Man was very good at just keeping pressure on Zen Blaster the entire game. In those two bad matchups, specifically the Dalsim one, he was able to just get on him and stay on him the entire time.
Yeah, I liked how he finished his food. Or finished his plate, as it were. He was able to, land the cross-up, which is step one, and then be able to complete it into the full bread and butter combo, which stunned.
And so that's the thing, too, is that DJ's touch of deaths, or most of his major combos, including the ones into dread kicks, only work on cross-up. They don't work on regular hit. Because if you're doing, say, jump medium kick, jab, standing medium punch into dread kick, it doesn't work because standing medium punch is too far away.
Yep.
So,
so rather impressive win for one of the seeds in this first
one
pool.
One of the favorites in the pool. So, all right, he's going for the reset of the game here.
I believe this pool has two very, very competitive players. It also on the other side of the bracket is Climax. There's a good boxer player.
So actually, get ready to see a lot of those today. A lot of boxers, a lot of claws. I actually have seen a surprisingly low number of ult Sagats.
Yeah. However, we have had some very top ult Sagat players enter into the tournament. EG's not EG anymore. He's Echo Fox's Justin Wong and Ultra Combo from California.
Yes.
So basically the two best ult Sagat players in the country are here, and they're in.
I think they play at noon, or I know Justin plays at noon.
Yeah, so they're in some of the earlier pools, and we'll definitely get you those matches. And so it only takes a couple of ult Sagats to really make a difference and an impact in a tournament.
What if you're an Injustice player and you complain about Deadshot zoning? Yeah. Have fun dealing with ult Sagat.
Well, I mean, so that's the kind of thing. There is a lot of people that sort of complain about, zoning here or zoning there. It looks, when you see ult Sagat play, it looks easy. It is not easy. His uppercut is actually very, very hard to time to anti-air. A lot of good jump-ins in the game. And setting up those fireball patterns for you not to get jumped on is very key. In an ST, one mistake can cost you the round.
Yeah, so one thing to note about this game is that it is very unforgiving. And that's, I guess, one of the things that a lot of these older players like. You make one mistake and you lose.
All right.
And so we're going into it. Dalsim, I believe it's Grog playing Dalsim and Big Vic playing, oh no, I guess they're doing button check. Whatever. So what were we saying? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, Super Turbo is a very unforgiving game because you got touch of deaths, you've got tick throw loops that are just more or less infinite.
Well, I mean, it really tests like a very precise level of execution. In order to get some out of a lot of the stuff in ST is much, much easier to execute than it is to escape from. So that's just one of those things that allows it to be certain tactics to be considered scrub friendly, because in order to get out of throw loops, you need to be able to execute a one-frame reversal, and that's very unforgiving. For those of you who play newer games out there, the very first version of Guilty Gear XRD had one-frame reversers, and it was really hard to get off consistently. This game's been like that for over 20 years.
23 years now at this point.
Yep.
All right, so it is Dalsim versus Ryu. So this is a matchup, there we go, that that Dhalsim wants to be incredibly aggressive, which is Dhalsim's game plan as a whole.
Yep, it's a very clear counter match for Dhalsim, as it has been in a lot of different Street Fighter games.
Yeah.
The ability to slide under fireballs is key.
Yes, the fact that it's very easy for him to negate a lot of the zoning potential and a lot of the fireball game that Ryu can do. It forces normal play, which, oh wow, that was interesting.
Yeah, but it's like crossed up anti-air slide.
Yeah. I mean, it was more interesting what side they landed on, what side he ended up on. He ended up on the cross-up side. But as I was saying, the fact that he's forced to play with normals, which if Dhalsim's on top of him, he's not going to be able to get any normals because he's just going to get punched in the face a bunch of times.
And he takes that game one based on the strength of his throws and just basically the drills and the slides.
Yeah.
Ryu really has to set up some sort of spacing that keeps him out of those areas. Throw fireballs at unexpected speeds, or
just sort of even throw a couple of whiff normals, like a whiff jab or a whiff strong or a whiff short, just to
there it is again.
There's that cross-up slide again. To bait into a slide, to then crouching roundhouse, like force a whiff, and
after the third time, I would like to think that he's doing that on purpose.
Yes, that's something that's very interesting that I did not know.
Yeah, low profile.
Yeah, that are low profile jump-ins like that, specifically like that. All right, so now we're getting a good zoning game here. That's another thing too that Ryu needs to do in this matchup is have some ambition and DP limbs.
Yep.
If you're at a longer range and fuller or like 2/3 screen or further, you want to try to at least feel out and de-incentivize. That's the word I'm looking for. De-incentivize Dhalsim from throwing out limbs.
What I'm noticing is that Grog is actually waiting for, or not Grog, but Big Vic is waiting for Grog to do something.
Yeah.
He's waiting for Ryu to throw the fireball, and then he's deciding to either then jump and spear down or to slide under it. And so what Grog has to do is take advantage of that hesitation. He has tunnel vision on the fireballs. He needs to come in a different way, like via hurricane kick or jump in or something that Dhalsim is not prepared for.
Yeah.
There we go. SF2, a 3-hit combo.
And it's a dizzy. Oh, he mashes the reversal throw. So I think what happened there was that he was mashing out of the stun, and as he was getting hit, he just sort of got the reversal on the throw.
Yeah, well, that's because he landed, too high and wasn't able to continue the combo.
Yeah.
Hit stun and block stun is very similar in ST, and there's no additional hit stun from jump in, so it's
very static. Every character's jump in hit stun is the exact same frames. Oh, gets another dizzy. Dhalsim is...
And again, he doesn't get deep enough in order to continue the combo.
Yeah. So, what I was saying was Dhalsim, he's actually the easiest to dizzy character in the whole game. So, to see Dhalsim get stars is not completely out of the ordinary.
But, I mean, Grog was showing some signs of life here.
I mean, it's not over yet. But Grog does have a...
SF2, here we go. See, third time is not a charm.
Oh, man.
So he's jumping in with jump forward, I believe. I don't understand why he doesn't try to go for roundhouse instead.
Anti-air back jab and finishes it off.
Yep. So that was another 3-0 in favor of the Dhalsim.
Yes. So I believe next we're going to have Big Bad Wolf versus Mine. I am personally not familiar with either of these players.
I know Big Bad Wolf is from Minnesota and the Great North. I'm not sure where mine's from, so we'll look. My hunch is California, but I don't know.
Tennessee. Okay, so we got a Tennessee. All right. So we can talk about CPU THawk beating up on.
Yeah, I actually would like to get maybe somebody will play THawk so we can get a stage change sometimes.
Yeah. So the way that stages work in this game is whoever or whatever character that is, if that character loses, then it goes to the next stage on the list. I would like to see a THawk player because I want to see people get taken on the dunk train.
Well, I think maybe the only person I know of off the top of my head that plays THawk regularly is Domdai. And even then,
the camera can't see it, but I'm pointing at myself. I also THawk is my second. Old Hawk is my second character, as DJ is my primary character in tournament. So
probably a smart choice.
Yeah, there are certain. I think I've decided that I'm going to start being a little bit of a counterpick player.
Also a smart choice in Super Turbo.
Yeah, so Super Turbo is a game where counterpicks are encouraged.
Lauded and celebrated.
Yes. All right, so looks like we're going into it. Or maybe not. I see a little bit of a. I see. So I believe mine is testing his stick, and he's pressing right, and he's getting coins. So
yeah, that's not good.
That's going to be a thing. Luckily, because we're playing on an arcade cabinet, there are sticks already attached to the cabinet. So
yeah, if you could do that.
And it looks like that's what he's going for right now, is playing on the cabinet. And it looks like they're just beating him up right now to go to character select.
Surely.
All right. Yep. Okay. So he's playing on the cabinet, which. Okay. Oh, we got our first old Sagat of the day.
Old Sagat. It gets
Ryu,
which is a great matchup.
Yeah. All right. Already, mine is getting the better of him with the fireball game.
Mm-hmm.
Good uppercut.
Very deep. That's where you have to do it as Sagat in order to land it. It runs out of invincibility very quick, and he's vulnerable at the top of his head.
Mm-hmm. So, he's also vulnerable towards his fist if you can catch the startup of it. So characters like Boxer.
Ooh, that's a bad trade.
That was a very bad trade.
Random damage for the win right there.
So like I was saying, Sagat's also very vulnerable towards his fist. Like a character like Boxer, at full screen can just Standing Fierce and tag him. Certain other characters with longer range normals can tag low tagger shots from full screen, or more or less full screen. So Ryu, unfortunately, is not one of them.
Yeah.
All right. So eats the full damage from the throw because he can't soften it. It's forcing a block stun from the super.
And then he gets swept because I guess he was trying to
DP out, I guess.
Or take a throw.
Or mash. Yeah, try to mash out a throw out of block stun. All right. So going back into it. 1-0 mine. All right. So also I'd like to point out this is one of the best stages of the game because it's DJs.
Yep.
All right. Big Bad Wolf deciding to be very aggressive, jumping in at Ryu. It's kind of ambitious, but it ended up not being punished for it. Just blocked it through a tiger shot and was out. Tatsu's over the. Oh no! That hurt a lot. Jump back short. All right, so now we're back into the zoning game, and just being oppressive with the fireball doesn't work out in the end.
Okay, so for all of these keep track at home, this is a match in Pool E2, first round winners match.
All right.
And it does say Pool Block E at the top, so that's good. So there's two pools running right now. So the seeds in this particular pool are Climax and Muffin Man. So,
yes.
And we saw Muffin Man just a little bit earlier.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, doesn't get the uppercut on the jump in, but he does this that time. Now, so one of the things that I'm noticing from Big Bad Wolf here is that he's not mixing up his speeds on his fireballs, and he's not going for the correct lockdown on his fireballs. He's throwing a lot of heavy.
Yeah,
that's all he's been throwing has been heavy the entire time.
To be honest, the application of the light, the slow tigers are the ones that really dominate play. Once you start setting those up, that's when you really see.
Throws a light one right there,
Yeah.
but jumps over it.
Yeah. It's the light ones at distance that give you the frame advantage. It gives you the time to react to what your opponent does. You only need to do the heavies to really win the fireball war.
Yeah, you do heavies at the beginning to generate some distance, and then from there you start throwing slower ones. You can even mix in a couple of mediums in there too, just to throw them off their game and try to bait a jump.
Nice uppercut.
Just like that, because that was medium high tiger shot, forced the jump and got the DP out of it. Because Sagat recovers so fast, he's able to reaction DP most jump-ins.
I think he's missing his tiger shots there. He got a lot of just whiffed low forwards, and he ate fireballs for his pleasure.
Yeah.
For his.
And looks like mine takes it 3-0.
All right.
All right. We are working through this. This is good.
That's the nature.
It's the nature of the beast. It's a very fast game. So,
Yeah.
all right. So next up, it looks like we're going to have Atari and Maestro.
Yep. Atari just got back from Japan.
Yes.
The big Japanese tournament there.
A bunch of players, Damdai included, went to Japan for, what was it? It was I forget what the exact tournament was, but they went to Japan for a tournament, and I think they did fairly well.
Yeah, I mean, I watched what was really great was they had the teams event where basically every player who played a certain character was on that team.
Oh yeah,
So,
17 v 17 or 16 v 16 because I don't
no,
think
it wasn't a set number. It was basically like, okay, the bracket was all the characters. So there's the Guile team, there's the Ryu team,
okay.
there's the Dictator team, and the Guile team had the most players. There were 14 Guiles on the team. So it was 14 Guiles versus 10 boxers. And what's funny is that Old Sagat lost first round because there were only 3 Old Sagat players.
Because the way that it is in Japan is that they sort of soft ban.
Yeah.
So
and
nobody plays Old Sagat in Japan.
And one of the best Sagat players actually plays New Sagat.
Which is interesting,
Yeah.
to say the least. All right, so looks like we're just getting ready here. So Atari is one of the people that were probably on that 14-person Guile team.
Yeah, he was. He was
Yeah.
on that Guile team. I think he scraped a win or two. I'm not sure. I have to ask him. But I'm also really excited that we got Zangief stage because it's actually one of the rarer stages to see on the first stage of the game.
Yeah.
The way the order works is that you're most likely going to get one of the new challengers first. So like the new challenger.
Kami THawk, DJ, and Fei Long.
Yes. So those are the most common stages.
Two of the worst stages in the game.
Yep.
One of the best stages in the game, and then Fei Long stage.
I love Kami stage. Get out of here. Get out of here.
So here's my problem with Kami stage. It's the Aurora Borealis in the back. If it didn't have that, it messes up jump-ins when I see them, and like when they're really high up in the air or like wall dives and stuff, because I hit the background, and I just see the waviness in the background.
I have never been distracted by the Aurora Borealis.
Maybe I'm just a weirdo.
Yeah, you're just taken in by their natural beauty, and just I've never noticed it. I just think it looks pretty. Yep.
I like the music.
Yeah, the music's good.
All right, so going with this, Gaea Ryu, classic matchup for all times. Just throw fireballs, press normals. Gaea already has a super from throwing fireballs and pressing normals, and he's random DP just out of nowhere. Atari is doing a really good job controlling the neutral space and controlling the pace of the game. Yeah. Which is exactly what Gaea wants to be doing, and to force Ryu into jumping in over a fireball so he can flash kick it.
Yep. So I mean, this is really just about the firebar war, and Ryu obviously has an advantage of that, but Gaea does have the fact that if Ryu ever matches his fireball to do a sonic boom, he can get back fisted for his trouble, and Gaea can advance. Gaea has a little bit of range advantage on his normals.
Specifically crouching forward.
Yep, and that's sort of the battle that he has to do. We'll see how it plays out. I think this matchup has been fairly even, but like slightly in Ryu's favor as
as time goes on.
Yeah.
It's so the crux of what Ryu's game plan in this matchup is to just walk to the corner, because once he gets to the corner, there's not a whole lot that Gaea can do to escape.
We got two back fists already. 3 back fists.
3 back fists.
That's how you know when the Gaea player knows what he's doing. Oh, that 4 back fists.
Man.
That is the sign of Gaea winning.
Yes.
When you're getting smacked in the back of the hand. Just like, here, eat it. So that's a pretty good
game 1 for Atari.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, he was doing a really good job controlling the neutral space, making sure he avoided the corner. So the round that he lost, he basically just got bullied into the corner and just ate normal after normal.
Yeah.
All right. So now's the time.
So yeah, he switches to DJ, which I mean,
this is a not fun matchup for Gaea.
Yeah.
I
always think that this is pretty okay if Gaea is on top of the Sonic Boom game. Gaea's Sonic Boom is so much superior to DJ's Max Out in every way.
The thing is, I agree with you. However, it is so much easier for DJ to bully him into the corner and just be oppressive with normals without having to ever actually throw a fireball.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that crouching medium punch goes over and just beats clean crouching medium kick for Gaea, his best normal is just completely negated.
Sure, but if Gaea can do things like that, so Gaea wants matches where they have to come to him, and this is definitely the case where DJ has to come to Gaea, because Gaea's fireball has the same charge period as DJ's, but executes much faster and recovers much faster. So he gets flash kicked. So I actually have a habit in this particular match that I will play old Gaea, because for some reason I feel that old Gaea Sonic Booms are better. I don't think they are, but they just make me feel like they're better. And here we go. So this is sort of him setting
just being
up
a bully.
The Sonic Boom game.
Yeah.
And if he keeps him out at this range, there's not a whole lot DJ can do.
So, what was going wrong there for Maestro is that he just lost his patience. All he really needed to do was walk forward block, wait for, just let him throw his Sonic Booms, take the chip damage. The chip damage isn't going to kill you over the long run, especially once you got in.
Yeah, but if you block that boom and he comes back behind it and throws you, that is going to kill you.
Well, yes, you're right. But he was jumping a lot and just trying to force an issue that wasn't necessarily there. But now Maestro switches back to Ryu, and he's eating back fists after back fist.
Gets hit with not necessarily a sack throw, but the throw from hitting too high and not continuing the combo.
Yeah. I mean, if Atari was well on his way to coming back there, if he hadn't given up the dizzy at the beginning of the round, then he would have probably won the round. Meeting air to air with jumping medium kick is a good option a lot of the time. Jump jabs and jump medium kick or jump mediums are usually pretty good in this game.
Just takes him down with the fireball patterns. From what I'm noticing out of Maestro's Ryu play, is I don't think he's very comfortable with this matchup.
Yeah, he probably doesn't have much experience with Gaea's, because who does?
Yeah, and so that it's just you can tell when and where he's choosing to throw his fireballs, and that's when his mistakes are happening.
Yeah.
And that is it.
And that's it, 3-0.
3-0 for Atari.
Yeah. And it kind of takes the sack throw at that very, very end there. I think he tried to maybe DP or maybe even mash out his own throw, but just too late. Or he was too high up, so his button press just got countered.
Yeah. So one of the things that I liked about that from Atari is just being able to take the opportunities that he was given. Like we had the back fist counter and whatnot. That's when Gaea's feeling himself. You get the back fist, you get the block slow booms into the throws, and you get your flash kicks. Gaea's feeling himself. He's on a roll. So that was very effective, and the signs of an experienced Gaea player.
Okay, looks like Looks like Grog's coming back up, I think.
Yeah, we're going to I believe this is a losers bracket match.
Or no. It's wait,
winners. Grog won?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, it looks like it's Buckwheat versus Grog. Grog played Sim from last time. I don't know where Buckwheat is. We're waiting on him, I guess. But while we're waiting, let's talk a little bit more about what's. Oh, there he is, right there, with his very impressive mustache, walrus mustache.
Very good.
Yes, I respect it. Good, the customary handshake. All right, another Sim versus Ryu. This is what we were talking about earlier. Just slide under fireballs and just be oppressive and throw. Basically just set up for drills and throws and just going ham is Grog. All right, just more fireball game. Good.
Okay, so earlier, Grog was the Dhalsim. All right.
See, I've known Charlie for years, so I never know him by his handle. I always just call him Charlie.
Okay.
So, excuse me. So that being said, though, Grog takes a convincing round one, slides under the fireball again, or slides over jumping rather, and into the Yoga Noogie setups, which, if you're not hitting your reversal timing, you're gonna have a bad day.
Yeah, it's just usually a Dhalsim player will either do slide in a noogie or drill in a noogie, and you just repeat it over and over again.
Yeah.
The damage can really add up, and every sort of hold like that can be mashed out of to reduce the damage, but most of the damage is done on before the first hit.
Mm-hmm.
So going
Okay.
into the second match.
Yeah, Grog up 1-0. Just being, again, incredibly oppressive. You can tell he's got a lot of experience in this matchup just because he's just confident in his approach a lot of the time. Like that specifically, drilling instant air drill over a fireball instead of trying to slide or reaction to something else, crouch medium punch or whatever. Read another fireball there, slides under it to win the round. All right. Messes up the drill that time. Probably is expecting heavy. He got jab fireballed instead. All right, and I do like how Buckwheat is now changing his approach and is using Tatsus because he read that he's trying to slide or go under fireballs a lot. So,
yeah, it's what I commented on the first match that he was zoned in on anti-fireball, and so that leaves him open a little bit to other approaches, such as the jump in Tatsu, or even just like
regular Tatsu is what he was doing at the beginning of that round.
Yeah,
with Buckwheat.
Or as a Ryu player, you could just kind of wait for the limb to punch, and then or the drill, and that gives you your opportunity to go in.
Correct. Yes. More just standing around house.
Yeah. See, instead of I would kind of key in on the staying at range and then trying to get your jab DP or your counter poke to get in. Just
don't force the issue if you don't absolutely have to.
Yes.
That being said, though, he was in a situation where he absolutely had to, and he got punished for it. I think he hard read the limb there at the beginning of the round. So luckily, he doesn't get punished for it because up blast happened. More anti-air crouching normals, slides under, just drill pressure over and over again. I expect a super coming any second now. All right, more.
Although not reversal, because Dhalsim cannot do reversal super.
Correct.
Up. Does not work out. The super doesn't work
wow.
out. There you go.
Caught the first time he caught the limb, and he wins the round for it. All right, so up blast to beat the Tatsu coming in. All right, some more. It's good. Oh man, that was beautiful. I was already talking about the round like it was over when it hadn't ended yet after the dizzy.
That was 3-0.
Yeah. ChunLi on a rampage today.
All right.
All right.
So, here we go.
Ultra combo and Matrix Matt coming up. This is going to be fun times.
Yeah, it's just a...
So.
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to pull it up on
the bracket.
I think we're over in E1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is a little bit further down, so.
Yeah. I believe this should still be winner's side.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine that Ultra Combo would have lost his first match.
Yeah, of course it is on winner's side.
Yeah.
Where's do we know where Matrix Matt is from?
I do not.
Okay.
Which is good because that means that these are newer players that are unfamiliar to us. So we got new blood coming in.
Yep.
Which the new players are what's going to be what keeps this game going for as long as it will, which is beautiful.
So I haven't actually seen Ultra Combo play in person. I know he went to Too Old Too Furious in New York and got third behind Down Die and
Mars Gotti, right?
No, it wasn't Mars. It was another player, Rizone, I believe. But so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
I'm always impressed to see some good, old Sagat play.
Mm-hmm. So we went from just beating up characters to now we're just resetting the board.
It's always faster.
Yeah, it's always faster. All right, so Old Sagat.
That was probably the quickest Old Sagat pick I've ever seen.
Yeah. So one thing that people don't do when they pick Old Sagat is they don't bother to memorize the code.
I never do.
I know the code. It's up, down, down, up. So I can
smash.
I don't want to risk it. So there's only two old character codes that I know, and it's the two old characters that I play, Sagat and Hawk.
Yep.
So speaking of
Ouch.
Sagat though, this matchup is so bad for ChunLi. I think it might be in the team photo for some of the worst matchups in the entire game.
However, there
do exist ChunLi players that can beat Old Sagats.
The problem is that at lower levels, it is hard for Sagat to beat her consistently because your uppercuts have to be on point.
Yes.
You have to be deep to the ground in order to anti-air her jump forward. So you have to have on-point stuff like that in order to punish it. So that's a clinic right there.
Yes.
It didn't look hard for those at home. It's like, oh, you just threw fireballs and uppercutted. That's fine.
Well, I mean, that's just what your basic game plan is, just at a high level.
Yeah.
Or at a big picture, rather.
But there's the speed and the order of the fireballs makes a big difference, and being able to hit those uppercuts so that you don't get smacked in the face by ChunLi. Because sometimes her jump ins can just straight up stuff Old Sagat.
Yeah. And since he can't tech throws. If she gets in, she's staying in.
Yep. Her strong throw does about
as much as
SPD.
About an SPD's worth of damage. Which makes it funny when you have the matchup like ChunLi versus THawk, and she's throwing him around like a ragdoll.
Yep.
The GGPO special, DP into DP.
He's playing like he's old Ken.
Yeah, right?
Just straight up beats the anti-air there.
Yeah. That's another thing, too, is that Sagat's jump roundhouse is incredibly oppressive on ChunLi specifically because her anti-air is so incredibly weak.
Yep.
He can just sort of be a bully in the air.
Yep, that's a quick 2-0.
Yeah.
Have we gotten a set where it wasn't 3-0 yet?
I don't think we've gotten one of those yet.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine that it's going to stay that way for very long. So, all right. Standing roundhouse to just beat out the head stomps clean.
That was
actually, no, I traded. I'm sorry, but
because of that throw.
Yeah.
Now he's in.
Yeah, now
Oh.
that was beautiful.
Chun just hangs up there in the air so long. I mean,
Her and like Dictator might have the two floatiest jumps in the game, so they stay up there like for essentially a day and a half.
what I don't like about what Matrix Mac is doing is he's taking the opportunity to jump forward on every
fireball.
He's not doing
He's not throwing
net
Kokokens
breakers.
enough
He's
for
not
neck
doing
breaker.
neck breakers. He's not like doing jump back spinning bird kick to build meter. Doing none of that. He's just jumping when the opportunity presents himself, leaving it very, very easy for Ultra Combo to anti-air and take this match 3-0.
Very quickly. Yeah, Matrix Matt, I think he got very frustrated very early on in game one.
Mm-hmm.
So he started to just jump recklessly.
With any character in ST, when dealing with oppressive fireballs, you really need to notice what tools your character has to get around and over fireballs without jumping forward. Because often they're throwing fireballs to get you to jump forward. So if you have something like a Honda floating fierce or a Balrog floating fierce,
or like
net
DJ
breaker,
short up kicks.
yeah, something like that to move you forward just a little bit and avoid the fireball at the same time. That's not only a way to move forward without getting anti-aired, but it's also a sign of expert play. You should watch it, and you should be able to see the differences between the experts and the ones that are going to be going home early.
Yes. All right, so next match, Broadway Jose and Climax. This is
right.
gonna be interesting. First time we're seeing Climax today. You mentioned that he's one of the killers in this pool.
Yep, this is a really tough pool. You know, either one of these guys probably could be a number 1 seed. I think this is one where you have like a 1A and a 1B.
Yeah.
In their pool.
In the pool, yes.
So we'll see who comes out, but they have to get there first. So,
yes.
You know, Climax, a boxer player, and a fairly effective one, versus Dictator.
Yes. So, Dictator, this match, he is.
Oof.
First off, he's getting punched in the face a bunch. The style that you want to play, with Dictator on this matchup is you kind of want to slow it down. You want to just keep him away from you with normals because you're not going to be able to cross him up and do touch of death because of the way that Boxer's block animation works. So you're going to have a much harder time doing that.
What I always find effective against me is you have to throw Boxer.
Yes.
Dictator has to throw him a lot. Basically pin him down, control the pace and the flow of the match. Maybe you're not going to cross him up, but put him in situations where he has to block and then guess after which short you're going to throw. So it's pretty hard because Boxer is favored in the match because he has so many tools that are effective at the range that Bison wants to be at.
Yeah. So I think what may have happened is Broadway Jose here picked the wrong version of Ken, and he's just beating him up so that he can switch to old Ken. Or he may have just accidentally mashed through and picked Ken on accident.
Yeah.
So.
Sad. I would have liked to have
seen a new Ken?
Well, no. Stayed on Ken's stage.
Oh.
He goes back to the Purple Bison. Purple Bison's popular.
Bubblegum Bison?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Bubblegum Bison. You know, we got a much better stage.
Yeah.
Guile stage.
Yep.
And immediately going with the throw shenanigans from Boxer, gets just working his way in.
Yep, knocks him out of the scissor kicks.
Yeah. Scissor kick is incredibly vulnerable in this game, unlike in later games. Specifically, I'm thinking Street Fighter 4, where scissor kick, especially EX scissor kick, is just incredibly safe and just oppressive because he's super.
EX scissor kick isn't safe in 4.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's got
a light one.
Yeah.
But so anyway, a lot of the things is really about throwing them. If Bison throws them 2 or 3 times in a round, he's usually going to win. Also, throwing is Bison's best defense because it's really his only reversal until he gets super. So
yes.
He wants to throw out of those headbutt traps. and we'll see if he's able to do that.
Yeah. What you can also, well, one of the things to note too is that Dictator has one of the longest throw ranges in the game of like regular throws, so he can just sort of mash out of pressure and hope to get throws on throw normals.
Boxer's throw range outranges.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Okay.
His strong throw does.
Strong throw, just
So it's funny because Boxer he can activate his headbutt throw with the strong button or the fierce button.
Yeah.
And as far as the strong button, it outranges almost everybody but Blanca, who's got the number 1, and I believe Dalton. All right, there you go.
it just incredibly oppressive. That round, just in explaining what you did, you finished the round.
Yep.
Because you just did walk up, throw, crouch forward, walk up, or throw,
Now,
or strong.
against like Chun and Dictator, the advantage in throw range or disadvantage is very it's very so close that you can't really take advantage of it. Against like Cammy and Faye, he can space it so that he can throw and they can't.
Yeah. Good max range slide to force the super out.
Broadway Jose really likes the slide. I think that's very dangerous, but I mean,
He's getting max ranges, so they're relatively safe.
But I mean, still, like, I'd like to see you concentrate on doing something else besides setting up slide.
You're right. There we go. Right, is it? And now he finally gets the correct punish, which is reversal reversal low straight.
Yeah, because I mean, sometimes it's not exactly
Easy.
His low medium is not far, range is far enough.
Yeah. Oh, that hurt.
That's gonna be marked.
Yeah. All right. So next up we got. Oh, this is gonna be a good one. We got Muffin Man and Atari.
Nice.
Yeah. So we expect DJ versus Guile.
Yep. Now we'll see. And then a much better DJ, obviously, because
Yes.
Muffin Man is famous
One of the better
for it.
ones, yes.
Let's see how this match goes. See if it sticks to form where, Guile is mostly trying to throw the booms to keep out DJ, and if DJ is able to use his normals to beat Guile's in order to get in,
And to be incredibly oppressive.
yeah.
So that being said, I've been talking to Atari, and every time I see him, I beg him to switch from Guile to DJ because everything that I notice of Atari's play, I think he would be doing better off with DJ instead of Guile. I mean, that's just personal opinion.
Yeah.
But maybe he can make me look like a fool and be Muffin Man. All right.
We'll see.
That was an interesting trade. I'm kind of curious as to what Atari pressed there to trade with the jumping roundhouse.
Yeah, that jump roundhouse is so good, and it reaches out so far horizontally that if DJ doesn't do it, a lot of anti-airs will whiff.
So, and this is the space exactly where Muffin Man wants to be in, where he can jump over a boom, and if he decides to not boom, he can just crouching medium punch or slide and just put pressure on.
Yeah.
Good close standing fierce there.
So this is probably the range that Gaea wants to be at. But now that he's back in the corner, now DJ establishes his range, which is about where the slide can work.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is what we were talking about earlier, where to get in on a fireball character, you want to do something that doesn't mean you're jumping. And Muffin Man is doing exactly that. He throws a max out, then he slides. Throws a max out, slides.
Yeah, or he did a neutral jump as well. Also, his max outs, he's throwing them. It seems like he's throwing them faster than
Sonic Booms,
the other DJ players, or even the Sonic Booms. He seems like he's throwing them evenly,
which is good because that means, or it shows that Muffin Man has an understanding of exactly the 55 frames that you need to charge to get a max out on a Sonic Boom, because they have the same charge time.
Yeah.
Good flash kick to beat the anti-air.
misses the cross up and gets thrown for his troubles.
Yeah, thrown towards the corner too, which is exactly the opposite of where Atari wants to be. And now, just Muffin Man is being incredibly oppressive with every single tool in DJ's belt. It's good. Those are good jumps, though, to get around the max outs, but since he's hitting him so high, he's getting thrown for his trouble.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time that's happened to Atari or anybody else today.
It's actually kind of difficult to transition from a jump into a combo unless your opponent is crouching.
Yeah.
When your opponent is crouching, you do more hits done from a jump in.
So, all right. Now this. Oh man, that was a good jab max out. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch for on the side of Atari because he's double KO. Because it feels like for Atari that he's doing so much work, but he's not really getting much reward for it because just the output of damage from Muffin Man.
Okay, this is how you want the round to go as Gaea, and then he did the jump in, and that's all right. He saved his bacon there because that could have been really bad.
Oh yeah, because he was in the corner.
Yeah, but that was very, very impressive. Just setting up the sonic booms and making it so DJ's got to take risks to get in, and then being able to successfully defend the air and push him away.
Yeah. Catches two crouch strong and crouch fierce with low forwards, both of them, and just now forcing the issue is Muffin Man. He guessed real hard on a sonic boom there, try to super through it.
Yep. Still got a lot of damage out of that exchange while he was in the corner, though.
Yeah.
But now, Atari's going to say, hey, you got to earn your way back in here.
Yeah, now.
Oh, he's trying to.
Oh, no.
After the two whiffs, Muffin Man was trying to actually hit him out of the forward with that. That's the fierce, right?
Yeah.
And with both of them were whipping each other, and Atari goes to the sweep for the more range, and it trades for a death.
Yeah. That's a trade that he definitely did not want to take. And now we're exactly where we were talking about before, just being oppressive. But the difference is that Atari is, or was, much better at controlling how Muffin Man is moving in, with spacing on his normals and the specific booms that he's throwing. The mistake happens and he just loses the round for it. This is a matchup for Gaea that you have to be more or less immaculate on everything.
Well, I mean, you have to keep that sort of medium to far spacing out so that DJ has to take a risk in order to get in, and then just sort of anti-air and then pick your spots. Follow in the slow boom here, and then maybe get a hit and run style, keeping your space. It seems like that can work.
Tried it crouching strong, the sweep there. Didn't work that time. And he's taking the risks, but he's getting thrown for his trouble, and he's going right back into full screen range again, which is exactly what Atari wants. But now Atari's, even though he's at a life deficit right now, he's in a great position because he has the entire stage to work with. So he can run if he needs to.
Or jump on a max out.
Or jump on a max out, right as I say nice things about him.
Yeah. He took
and it's 3-0.
I think that was the first time he actually got jackknifed, as it were.
Yeah, up kick, yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of rare that DJ's got like the down charge and that Gaea wants to jump in so cleanly. So there we go. We've yet to see.
We've yet to see not 3-0. But that being said, that was probably the most competitive match that we've seen up to this point in the tournament.
Yeah, I can definitely see when you were talking about where DJ's advantages are when he gets Gaea cornered and in the normals and just the damage output.
Yeah.
And And necessarily, like, Gaea doesn't want to have to out-sonic boom you to win. It's basically a death by 1,000 needles situation, and DJ has, you know, everything else in his favor.
Yes.
And so, but I mean, you know, it's also a difference in, you know, and players. Muffin Man has been very competitive on the ST circuit.
Yes, for a long time, about as long. I mean, as long as I've been playing ST seriously.
Yep.
Which is about 2009, 2010.
Well, here we have is the big kahuna of,
Yes.
of this particular bracket. We have Muffin Man versus Climax.
And
this is the winners qualify.
This is to get out of the pool in winners.
and
So, that being said, though, since top 3 get out of the pools,
yes,
both of these players are out.
Yeah.
They're out of the pool. They're getting out of the pool. It's just now who is in winners and who is in losers.
yes.
So, the pressure is not nearly as high as if this was a 2-out tournament.
Well,
or turnout.
yeah.
pool.
So let's see who gets out of pools and winners. You know, and these two players are both very good. They both we've seen them several times already on the stream, and they have 3-0'd both their opponents. So,
And now they're hamming it up for Min's camera.
yeah.
Okay, so Boxer DJ.
This is actually a very tricky fight for a Boxer, and if he doesn't know it, he's going to lose.
Yes. Luckily, Climax knows what he's doing.
Yeah. We got another button check.
Yeah, I think something might have messed up on his stick.
So what I was saying, as a Boxer player, getting around the max outs is actually tricky because you know, because DJ is a charged character, he's going to recover really quickly. And if you try to headbutt through the max outs,
You're going to eat a slide.
You're going to eat a slide or a stand roundhouse. And you know, DJ's in-air is very good, and so most of Boxers' traditional ways to get around fireballs are not available here. So you need to kind of like patiently work your way in and be able to build up that super meter. Once you got super meter,
Then all bets are off.
yeah, everything is over. Because unlike Gaea, who can throw sonic booms against a Balrog with super, DJ cannot.
Yes.
So let's see how this goes.
So I totally agree with you from the other side of that as a DJ player. But I also would like to add, as the DJ player here in this situation, that in neutral space, if you're not in a space where fireballs are a good idea, you want to be throwing a lot of buttons just to sort of push them away a little bit and like defend your space. Because otherwise you're going to get thrown and you're going to get bullied the rest of the game.
Sure.
And once you start getting bullied by Boxer,
There it goes.
it's bad times.
Yeah, if you're a Boxer player and you see a fireball being thrown and the opponent walking behind it, don't headbutt through it.
Yeah, it's just going to end in sadness for you.
Yeah. Also, you see Climax throwing out that Stand Fierce. Stand Fierce will trade very favorable with a max out or even just stuff it. And a couple of those will stun.
Yeah, because of the way that stun works in this game, it's favorable towards heavier buttons, and it's also very random. So
I don't agree with him throwing that super out that quickly. I think that was a little bit too
ambitious.
risky.
Yeah.
Had low probabilities of success. He has a tough mountain to climb to get back into this, but he got another super.
Yeah. Now, this is exactly...
Oh.
I like the way that Muffin Man decided when to throw the fireball.
Oh, man.
He had made the decision after Boxer had already walked forward a step, that's when I throw the fireball, because now he can't super.
Yep. Well, sort of.
Sort of.
Doing the motion.
Yeah. But he had also pressed a few buttons beforehand to de-incentivize just throwing it out there.
Yeah. I like the rush low upper into headbutt there to get in. Now he's in. So this is Boxer's zone here. This is where it goes all bad for DJ.
Yes.
And he was able to counter throw and throw to trade the situation. Still, I don't like using the super like that. You're taking away your trump card and putting it off the table. But he's managed to actually take that round.
Yeah.
You just have to get in.
Yeah, I mean, it's one mistake from DJ's side and one mistake from Boxer's side, and you just lose the game. You lose the video game.
All right, it's a good jump in right there. Boxer has a few of those.
Yes.
All right, he's about to get super, so.
Just does it again. And I like Muffin Man doing a super to counter that, not as a punish, to generate space, which is what he wanted to do.
He's got a level 3 tap. He's got a super on deck.
Yeah, now we're just going to be pressing crouching strong and just.
Oh.
Ooh.
All right.
That was spicy.
If that was an explicit call out to the reversal super, I really like it.
Yeah. So good counter throw to beat out any potential throw shenanigans. I also am liking Muffin Man's use of God Fist, jumping jab.
It stays out the whole duration of the jump, too.
Yeah.
All right. So, Climax has got all the nice reversal.
He threw the super out incredibly early as a form of chip, but since he threw it he got thrown in the gap of the super because it's not active all the time.
And it's not fully invincible after the first
one.
Yeah. He needs to get in and do one tick of damage. Can he do it? Oh, he's going to get super next headbutt. Yeah. He's got it.
Oh, no! He knew.
He could have been hit out of that easily.
Muffin Man knew. And he just pressed the button too early.
Yeah. And that's unfortunate. But we do have our first
not 3-0.
Yeah, not 3-0.
And now we've also got our first look at Honda stage for the day. Yay! Which will also probably be the stage that we're going to see for the rest of the tournament.
That's not true. We have some Hondas.
I know. If it's anything, Chicago has anything, it's Hondas.
Yeah.
So now we're being aggressive with our fireballs again. And as I say that, Boxer is in and wins the round.
I like how he manages to get in pretty well. He does the rush upper, then the headbutt, which seems to traverse a lot of the screen space to get in. He's falling for the counter headbutt through fireballs less than before. Muffin Man's dominating this one, keeping Boxer at bay the entire time. But that super is locked and loaded and 60% damage.
Oh yeah, he cannot afford to.
And then he throws it away.
Yeah, Muffin Man can't afford to throw bad fireballs or just spicy fireballs, I would call it.
I would like a little bit more interesting opening round gamuts out of Climax. You could probably try to get away with the stand fierce.
To just trade with the fireball, because Muffin Man has not done anything but thrown fireballs at the start of every round.
Yeah, and just even this, like, match round starts are very important in SD. Just to set the pace. See, right now he's been kept at bay all round.
All right, so now Muffin Man in a very dominant, was in a dominant position. Now he's in the corner.
Ooh.
Good sweep to beat the headbutt.
Is that like a fuzzy guard situation that he's doing there?
You know, I don't see that very often. I think he's intentionally doing it to beat out reversal supers from Boxer. This might just be a read that he has on Climax specifically.
Sure.
Because he didn't do it in any other games that he's played up to this point. Nor have I seen that from him at any point yesterday, or since we got here.
Climax being way more aggressive, has had he's had a great start here, pushes into the corner. Oh!
Drops the combo because it's inconsistent to do it off of 2 jabs.
Yeah.
It's easier to confirm, but it's more inconsistent. I personally do not like jumping in on Boxer at all anyway, so the fact that he got that hit is just extra win.
Yeah. All right, Muffin Man on set point here.
Yeah. All right.
See if he can get in.
Now he's in, and now it's reversal throw to get out.
That's such a bad break when you get thrown in the corner after you work your way in. relatively even match, but he's got his super locked and loaded. So
yeah, and
Muffin
he's.
Man,
What I would like to see a couple of times from Muffin Man is to just throw out a standing fierce just as a fake fireball, like to bait it, like or at least even standing medium punch to.
See, he went for the dash punch there. He needs to start the round with stand fierce.
Yeah.
All right, he's got that throw. See, stays on the same side. That always works against good players.
Yes. Good reversal heavy up kick, and then does the short up kick just for meter because he can't juggle. That's
nice.
Chip. He's dead. It's 2-2. We're first game 5 of the day.
Yeah, I like that setup there. Does the throw, does a whiff upper in order to get a little bit closer, and then just go straight to the super in order to force him to hold that chip damage.
Yeah, Boxer Super, highest chip damage in the game, or highest chip damage super in the game, I believe.
Well, that's 5 ticks.
It's 8% of your total life bar. So that's what I know, at least.
Ooh,
he knows.
There's a vulnerability in some of the hits when they're very far away.
Yes.
So he's able to reversal out.
Tries to roundhouse the headbutt as a punish, but doesn't get it that time. No!
Wow.
I don't think he was paying attention to the second super coming out.
I can't believe he got away with that many whiffed headbutts.
Yeah. There, gets punished to that one. Punishes the tap.
Yeah.
That was a spicy fierce dash straight.
All right, now Super's going, but I mean,
he's at such a life lead that it's kind of inconsequential if he got hit by it.
Yeah. Oh, I like picking he finally picked the right button there at post super because all DJ buttons are really, really good. You need to pick that low forward in order to win. And he's got the super going. But
he hits super high on the jumping medium kick.
Can't block the cross up, so we're going to the last round.
Game 5, round 5. And
round
now
5?
we've got round 3. Second player in my mind. Round 5 is the last round.
Ooh,
and he's getting bullied hard now. Reversal throw to get out. Now we start slowly pacing our way back in as Boxer.
Oh no! One tick left. The headbutt.
DJ Super has little to no invulnerability. I think it's only like first 3-4 frames and then just got headbutt out of it.
So Boxer's headbutt has a lot of invincibility. It takes a long time to start up, but it has one of the most vulnerable periods of any reversal move in the game. It can beat. Okay. All right.
So let's take a minute here to thank some of our sponsors. First off, the Brawlhalla World Championship. Get a $100,000 prize pool. It's in Atlanta this summer, or this November rather. Check them out. Try to get your. Yep.
All right. Also, pick up the new Quanba Obsidian at www.8arc.com. 10% off store ride and free shipping with the code CB2017. It's compatible with PS4, PS3, PC. This is our special combo breaker promo, CB2017 at 8arc.com.
Okay, and thanks to XSplit, who's sort of doing a stream setup and helping us out here. Get a 10% discount code if you use the code, or it's just 10% discount with the code CBreaker for XSplit. Controller Chaos.
All right. Also, we have a Controller Chaos presenting the exclusive Combo Breaker custom controls. They're available for sale now at ControllerChaos.com. You can save 10% off with the promo code COMBO17.
Finally, Paradise Arcade. Huge extra shout-outs to those guys for providing the cabinet that we're playing and the winner taking it home. And you can save 10% off most items using the code COMBOS2017 for this weekend. And yeah, a lot of huge shout-outs to everybody that's helped make this tournament possible. Now we're going back into it, and the other pools, winners
This is the winner's qualifier. It's Ultra Combo versus Grog.
Yeah. So more, it's Sagat versus Sim.
Yep.
So we're gonna. All right. Going right into it, or getting ready to go into it. This is gonna be super exciting.
I like his I like that Shadaloo stick. It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
All right, here we go. Sim versus Sagat. Pretty much, old Sagat's only bad matchup is
Dhalsim.
Dhalsim.
Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
Because of the fact that Dhalsim can just bully through and just move around fireballs with relative ease.
Yeah, and I mean there is stuff that Sagat can do by changing the high tigers and low tigers. He can sort of ultimately punish a drill or a slide.
Or we can do the exact thing that Ultra Combo is doing and forgo zoning game and just play with normals and Tiger Knee in and just sort of take a more aggressive approach to the game, to the plan. So.
All right.
And that being said, though, Grog still takes the first round, but Ultra Combo is
close.
Just keeping him out with normals as opposed to keeping him out with fireballs.
Yeah, he probably has a lot of practice. El Trouble plays very good Dhalsim, also located in California.
Yes.
They meet up in tournaments a lot, so I'm assuming that he's got some good experience in this match.
That was actually really good from Grog there to instant drill over the low tiger shot out of hit stun to get some of his space back. And Ultra Combo doing a really good job mixing up the high and lows so that Grog is forced to keep guessing. What reaction? Thank you.
Either during the drills or the slides.
Mm-hmm. Or just walking forward.
Yeah,
ducking.
I mean, if he does a high tiger, you could probably just low fierce him or something.
Yes.
And it's an interesting match, and it's just Ultra Combo seems to know what he's doing here.
Yes. It's almost like he's played this before.
Yeah. And that was a missed input, that jump forward thing from Dhalsim. Whenever you get Dhalsim doing some random kick like that. That's a mixed drill.
That's an missed instant drill, yes. That being said, though, he is in now.
Yep.
Or was in. And slowly now has been pushed out.
Yep. The other thing that Dhalsim can do is get in and set up, his throw game, which his throw
nookie
range,
traps, yeah.
Yeah. Well, his throw range is much greater than Sagat's, and he can basically put Sagat in a situation where he either has to DP or get thrown.
Mm-hmm. So, and I'm pretty sure that DP, speaking of, was an accident. So probably wanted a tiger shot, just overlapped inputs. Mm-hmm. All right. And now Dhalsim is in. And man, every time I say Dhalsim is in, he gets pushed right back out. Commentator's curse. Okay. Dizzied, but not capitalized on, but it doesn't matter because Ultra Combo now takes game 2. Ultra Combo up 2-0 in less convincing fashion than what we've seen from him earlier today.
Yep.
So, but this is also, again, is still a match to get out of the pool. So, Tiger needs to either set up a throw or just generate some space to get out of the corner. Gets Yoga Noogied, instant drill. Super. Oh, didn't chip.
But very great round from Grog there.
Yes.
Able to really set the pace, and he wasn't punished for getting around the tiger shots as easily as he would before. Nice anti-air.
That anti-air was beautiful.
Ooh, that mummy is dragon punch.
All right. Walking forward to deal with the high tiger shots, and now he's just oppressing him in the corner and generating
Ooh.
Crouch roundhouse saves the day.
It did so much damage. Why did it do so much damage?
I got nothing there.
Miss drill.
And now.
Everything's gonna go south. Everything's going south now.
Yeah, because like we said earlier, Dhalsim's greatest weakness is hyper-aggression. And Sagat decides, since he's a character that is entirely dictating the pace of the game most of the time, he can decide whether he wants to be super fast or super slow. And that time he just decided he wanted to be super fast, and he just blew him up.
Ultra Combo qualifies in winners to top 24.
And we have ChunLi gets out in losers.
And our semis will be later tonight. I believe they're at
8
o'clock.
Yeah.
So Ultra Combo will be there, and it's on the opposite side. So these two pools that are going now, E1 and E2, they'll show up on opposite sides of the bracket later on tonight. So what we know is that Ultra Combo's has qualified, and Climax is qualified.
Yes, actually, Ultra Combo, Climax, Grog, and and Atari qualified.
We'll
no, because it's top 3 get out.
Yeah, well.
So if you made it to winners finals of your pool, you're both out. It's just a matter of who's in what side.
That's correct. We just haven't seen them quite yet. So.
Or I guess.
And I believe we haven't gotten to the losers qualifying yet.
I don't.
Yeah. So we have
Mitch.
Atari still is up to go. He's got some work to do.
I guess maybe that wasn't. Oh wait, no. Atari. I'm sorry. Atari wasn't in. It was Climax and
Muffin Man.
Muffin Man. That was my mistake.
There's still one spot available in that pool.
Yes.
In the E2 pool, and there's one spot available in the E1 pool, and we will be seeing.
It's right now. It's Matrix Matt and Jumptard. Or Jupitard. I'm sorry. ChunLi versus Ryu. And ChunLi is just being oppressive. I disagree with the head stomp decision there. Stored super, just threw it away very quickly. And let's see, ChunLi just being very erratic with movement.
Yep.
Jump roundhouse tags the up kick to take the round for.
Up kicks are very bad.
Yes, her up kicks are very, very poor.
They do have a very good hitbox and a vulnerable hitbox right next to her. So they're good for reversing meaties, especially the short version, I believe. But I piano them anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, which generally, if you're looking for a reversal, you should be pianoing anyway.
Yeah. All right, gets the stun.
And throws him out. To take the round. So it's 1-1 on rounds. Jumping around, checks the throw.
Major Matt, I mean, he's just going in.
Yeah.
I mean, although I would, as a ChunLi, player, you would like to see basically them jumping in until they prove that they can dragon punch you.
Yes.
Especially with the new Shotos, because their dragon punches aren't as invulnerable as the old ones, so they can miss them or mistime them and just get stuffed.
Yeah, just get stuff with like jumping medium kick or jumping short or jumping medium kick.
Ooh.
And Jupitard takes game 1.
A little bit too aggressive.
Yes. He had gotten a deficit pretty early on in the round from just eating fireballs and low roundhouse, and just could not recover.
All right.
Air Tatsu starts the round. Good DP on the crouching roundhouse. Keep him out of the skies and.
All right, ChunLi's got him where he wants now. He's not teching either of these throws, taking all of that damage.
All of the damage. It hurts so much.
Yeah. So most throws do around 23% damage. ChunLi's strong throw, if you're using that one, which I don't see why you wouldn't, does 26% damage.
Once again, it's about as much as an SPD or a jab SPD.
And like, there's also, if you're using that version of the throw, if the throw doesn't come out, you get an option select of
with standing medium punch,
which is one of ChunLi's best moves and extremely positive on block.
Incredibly oppressive.
Yep.
So you'll see a lot of Chun-Li players, especially like mid-level Chun-Li players that aren't as versed in a lot of matchups, just walk forward, stand strong, and just...
That's called the Campbell Tran.
Yes.
The buck tooth.
The buck tooth.
All right, so I think Matrix Matt has identified a weakness in Jupiter.
Yes.
His anti-air dragon punches are not on point, and his jump ins have been working. So once the cat is out of the bag, once your DP game is exposed, and then the ChunLi does not have to respect your fireballs, and it's just going to jump in on you willy-nilly. And I believe this match is going to go really south,
very quickly. Yes. Like once you've exposed that you are not able to keep them out of the sky, they're gonna just do whirly bird stuff, and not even necessarily whirly bird stuff, but just jumping around.
Yeah.
And pretend they're an airplane.
No stun, though.
Oh, the stored super. I think he was reading specifically a fireball at that range, or just trying to get chipped. But he got a little forward.
Round one start, he's just jumping every single time. He doesn't care.
He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
We've, like you said, he's noticed a weakness. He's got a read, and his read is an inability to Dragon punch.
By the way, if you're a Ryu player and you can't Dragon Punch,
practice.
Yeah. No, it's not very good.
Oh yes, that's true.
All right.
You can't practice in a tournament. You're right.
Yeah. All right, so, he takes that one. Takes that one to throw. Oh, so he did the preemptive dragon punch there.
Just to start off the round.
Yeah, because you can react to Chun's jump,
Yeah.
Just wait.
All right, just now jumping again. I would even like to see attempts at like crouching fierce if you're not that comfortable with trying to reaction dragon punch.
Yeah, it's hard against Chun's jumps though. Like they come in from so high, and her hitbox is so great on them.
Yeah. Or even that was a good option there to just contest them air to air.
Yeah, I mean
just try to de-incentivize the constant jumping.
Yeah, he's trying to compensate. Like he did it a couple times where he did like almost like psychic jab dragons in order to stop the jump.
Yes.
And it just didn't work. So I don't know what he's gonna do. Like my advice would be to go to old Ryu right here. If you're having trouble dragon punching ChunLi, just go to old Ryu. Understand that you're going to take full damage from the throw every time, but your dragon punches will always work and never trade like that.
Yeah, okay, so that was Crouch Fierce that time.
Oh, that was
Crouch Fierce that time that traded.
I guess that's not so bad. All right, ChunLi's got super stored. Oh, he manages to get the reversal dragon.
All right, slowing the game down now.
You don't know when that super is going to come out, and that's always a surprise.
All right, going into Matrix Matt's now on match point.
Yep.
So
as I said, it's gone downhill ever since
he figured it out.
Since he realized he's been exposed.
Yeah.
Oh, he got one.
He got one. And now he's just throwing them out there like they're going out of style.
Yeah, he's just been silly. Hey, Ma, I could do a TP.
Think he's listening to us?
I don't know.
Probably not. I don't know.
He's got headphones on.
Yeah.
We'll see how this one goes. So, Matrix Matt is on match point still.
Yes. And it's very dominant, the point that he's at.
Yep.
Both, or not so much in the life per se, but just in the
would have liked to throw there,
in the read and in the position of the matchup.
That's it. Gets a throw for the win. If the throw would kill you, you can't tech it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because the way that throw teching works in this game is that you take the full damage, and if you tech the throw, you get that life back. So if you don't have enough to tech the whole throw, you are just dead.
Yeah.
All right, so we got Atari coming back up here. Been on stream a lot today against Cochise.
Yep. But I mean, Atari going with Gaea. Cochise used to actually play Gaea, but he's recently switched to Boxer because he wants to win.
Again, we've hit the 20XX scenario, Boxer Claw, or you lose tournaments.
That's not true. I think about the common characters that you see winning tournaments. I think there's about 5 or 6. You have your sim, your 3 bosses, the Claw, the old Sagat, the Boxer, and then I believe Ryu and Chun are in that mix. That you can see them winning tournaments. Everybody, and you could convince me that DJ belongs in that group of Ryu and Chun. And then after that, it's like if they win a tournament, it's like, holy crap.
What happened?
Yeah. So, but everybody is competitive and everybody has bad and good matchups.
Yes.
So,
except Cammy.
Yeah, speaking of bad matchups, this is one of Gael's bad matchups.
Yes.
Like the only thing that Boxer really has to be scared of is Sonic Boom's at distance with Gael following and ready to counter him.
To smack him in the face, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just at the start of the round, Atari just generating space, doesn't want to take any risks. He, unlike when he was playing other boxers earlier, or I'm sorry, when Muffin Man was playing against boxers, not standing fierce, when he was playing against Climax rather.
So
Cochise wasn't standing fierce either, so he just wants to generate the space to.
Yeah, he's making the critical mistakes here. He's headbutting and doing fierce headbutts through Sonic Booms and just headbutting through them when Atari has set him up to get hit.
Yes.
It's just like he's taking the bait. Just give it to me. Just give me the bait. So he has to bully his way in. He went with the old
boxer.
Okay. Yeah, Cochise is a player that likes old versions of characters for some reason. I play old boxer in one match and one match only, and that's against ChunLi.
It's clearly not working for him right now. He's still making the same critical mistakes that he was making in the first game with New Boxer, but now he just doesn't have the super to contest with.
Yeah, we never really got that much meter in the first one. However, if he trades there, if he hits him with the jab straight knocks down, and so it's a knockdown mid move. So if instead of trying to trade with the stand fierces, you could be trying to trade with the jab straight and then control the match from there.
Okay.
So I can see where he's trying to go with it. Let's just see if it works out.
All right. We slowly worked our way back into the corner, but we're at such a life deficit now we can't afford to take any risk anymore.
Yep, and he doesn't have the super to come back. So he loses that match.
Yeah. Very convincingly, once again.
He's going in the tank.
Yeah.
Seeing where he's going to go. I think he's losing because he's sporting that Canada shirt.
Betraying his people.
Yeah, I mean, and Atari pulls the power from
Canada.
Yeah. Okay, so he goes to
probably the ugliest color Dictator.
The Golden Idol Bison.
Yeah.
So
now
he's doing all right for himself.
He was doing all right for a while. Now,
yeah.
Okay, still going okay. He's got a life lead. And stand medium punch sort of takes him out there, trying to catch it or caught a jump.
Yeah, he catches the win there.
That's actually an interesting trade at the beginning of the round. Traded the Sonic Boom with standing forward, standing medium kick. Wasn't expecting that to actually happen, and it happened again. So I'm guessing now that he's at a life lead, this is all according to plan.
I think that's the stand roundhouse.
Is it roundhouse?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, they look very similar.
Yeah. I'm just judging by the damage.
Yeah. Okay. Correct.
And that's kind of what I was trying to say that he should have done with Boxer is use that Stand Fierce to trade with Booms.
Yeah.
And he manages to take the game for the Switch. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, but that being said, he's now stuck. So if Atari decides that he wanted to counterpick, or
I don't think so.
I mean, he's not gonna, but if he made that decision, or if he gets a read on what his Dictator or Cochise's Dictator is doing.
This match is not that bad for Guile, so he's not gonna move off of it.
No, I mean, I don't anticipate he would have.
Yeah.
So, all right, slowly whittling away.
Ooh, the head stomp knocking him out there.
Yeah. The fact that Dictator doesn't have his super yet means that Gaea can be a little bit more aggressive with his approach. He doesn't have to be running away the whole time.
Yep.
He could be doing exactly what Atari is doing now, just sort of pressuring with a little forward, force a jump or attempt at a head stomp or something, and then contest with jump back fierce, which is exactly what happened there.
Yeah, just snipes him out of the air.
Yeah. A lot of characters can do that, especially if you have a halfway decent fireball. So specifically, I think obviously DJ can do the same thing. Gaea can. Sagat can with jumping back roundhouse. It's not generally advised that you do it, but
yeah, we got a perfect there.
And that's actually it.
That's it.
Or is that it? It's
yeah.
3-1.
That's 3. They just wanted to keep playing.
They just wanted to keep playing, yeah. All right, so now this is the final match of this pool block. It's Broadway Jose against Atari.
Yeah, so
this is to get out of the pool. So I'm presuming then that also Matrix Matt
is out
of the pool in losers. So good on him. Congratulations. He gets to play. He keeps playing later on tonight. And now we see who joins him in this pool.
Yeah. So you know, I think
Atari's been playing fairly well today.
You know, if the seeding holds true and the bracket projections are accurate, it has you know, Atari emerging victorious. So Atari is favored in this match. See if he justifies the Smash GG's highest team.
Correct. All right, more Dictator versus Gaea.
Yep.
So, and it looks like that's been the plan this whole time with standing medium kick or standing roundhouse to contest a boom at the start of the round.
Yeah.
Because Broadway Jose just did it too, and it worked out.
Yeah, it's very good. It's effective. It's what you want to be doing. It's not like your jump is so floaty. You're not going to be using that to get around boom. So what you want to just be doing is walking in, blocking one, and then eventually getting in the range where you can start the trade.
Good.
All right, so he takes game 1.
It's round 1 to Broadway Jose.
Round 1, sorry.
All right. Oh, empty head stomp into nothing.
That's always so funky.
Every time I see that, I expect one of two things. Either what I've called the Mad King special, just empty head stomp into super, or throw.
Okay.
The fact that he done neither is a little suspicious to me.
All right. So Atari's more on his game. He's throwing sonic booms and then going up and scouting out the skies in order to take out any advances from Broadway Jose, who kills his super, but he gets hit out of the air with that jump roundhouse.
Yeah. And Broadway Jose takes game 1.
You know, given that Kochu's switched to Bison or Dictator with some effect, I'm not sure if Atari really
is comfortable in that matchup.
He loves this matchup, but he's gonna learn today.
Yeah, if you don't know, you're gonna learn. That's sort of the motto of all of us.
Yeah.
At least, if you don't know,
you're
gonna learn.
The 3-hit combo there goes for the cross up again. Who knew Gaea was such a cross up machine?
I know, right?
Atari needs one more hit.
Ooh!
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so
he did that on purpose, y'all.
I would like to say that I knew, but since he had no health, couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Because that is actually one of my favorite setups in the world to do. Whiff DP into a throw. With flash kick into a throw.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. It catches everybody at least once.
Atari had an opportunity for a combo video there with the slow boom on the screen while Dictator was being stunned.
Oh yeah, just
Again, but he didn't have the TZW in him that it needed. Atari takes that one very convincingly.
Very convincingly.
I think that's how this matchup should go. If you manage to play your cards right and keep Bison at bay, if you're able to snipe him out of the air for his big jumps and his double reverse shenanigans, you should be emerging victorious. Again, Atari opens up with the Sonic Boom. He's been stuffed from the roundhouse enough.
Multiple times. I would like to see mixing of the gambits at the start of the round. You would, I would assume, as well. Maybe start off a round with like a little forward.
But it worked that time.
It worked that time, yeah.
Oh, that was a big damage trade there from the roundhouse. Puts Atari on life support.
And gets neutral jump roundhouse for his trouble, trying to approach. Again, I would like to see just the start of the round. Well, no fireball that time, which is good. And he actually got the damage, or he got some damage, but Broadway Jose takes a sack throw.
All right, snipes him out of the air.
Wow, the forward medium punch just
like
and an anti-air. A turnaround anti-air. That was very interesting.
He's going for the trade, and he's gotten stuffed because he's out of range.
Yes. And random damage on the fireball doesn't kill him. Is that chip damage now?
It's getting close.
But since he didn't have super, or since Broadway Jose didn't have super, there's really not a whole heap in helping he could have done about a lot of what was going on in that situation.
All right. Atari does the safer option and just does jump back. Ooh, the upside down kick. Ah, it's good. Atari's dominating this round.
Yeah, it's good flash kick. That hitbox is so massive on the upper part of it, so it's just you're not crossing him up, or you're not going to land on top of him with head stomp.
Ooh, two roundhouses, but is able to, bet it and go for the reversal for the win.
Yes. All right. Atari up 2-1. Right, 2-1, yeah. Now is sticks with Bubblegum Bison.
Bubblegum Bison.
So, he was hovering for a second, thinking like he might have switched characters, but chose not to instead, and is immediately met with losing half of his life at the start of the round. Now Gaea gets to control the pace. He gets to slow it down to a grinding halt, a screeching halt if he'd like to.
Atari's figuring this out. He's successfully defending his gambits.
Versus super doesn't work that time, and versus flash kick that time.
He just does it again.
No fear. There's no fear in this dojo.
I think there might have been a small chance that would have chipped out anyway, but he just goes for it, and now he's got one more round to win.
But he's at a deficit now. But as we've seen at other points in this set, it's not hopeless.
Yeah, it's ST. It's a high damage game.
Yeah.
Pretty much next. There we go.
Yeah.
Next hit wins. We're gonna go to the third round here. Let's see if Atari can really establish, zoning.
Tried to slide at the start of the round there, did Broadway Jose.
I don't know what he was trying to beat.
Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to go for. Oh no!
Oh, the stun on the juggle.
Oh, he mashes out.
Excellent mash from Atari.
Yeah.
That is a bad omen right there. You see Broadway Jose shaking his head. That's mentally guard broken.
Oh, double KO! Oh no!
The lifeline has been extended.
Oh,
we're going to the final round.
Final round. Again, final round. This game has been incredibly tense.
Yep.
And now Broadway Jose, he got the throw that he wanted, but then he doesn't capitalize on it. Another anti-air forward medium punch.
Yeah, it's just quick.
Dunks on his head.
Oh, neither of those comboed. He could have been thrown out of it. Oh, it's getting closer.
Yeah, but he still doesn't have super, so we can still throw boom, so it's okay. Throw, and that's it. Atari takes it in a very, very, very tense game.
Yeah, so Atari qualifies. So your qualify.
So the 6 qualifiers are, it was Atari, Muffin Man, Climax.
Yep, out of that pool, that's each
Grog,
two.
Ultra Combo, and Matrix Matt.
Matrix Matt.
In the other pool.
And there's a lot of different characters out of all.
Yeah,
of them.
that's 6 different characters, I think.
Yep. So that's great. We're going to set up shop, and ST will return at 12 p.m. Central Time.
Yes.
And we will be back with more.
So in like
10 minutes.
10, 20 minutes. So we're going to be getting set up for the next pool soon.
And we'll start pool block F.
Yes. That's going to be exciting, guys. You stick around. Stick with us in the Super Turbo Lounge.
All right. Well, thank you. I'm Renegade.
I'm Flying V.
And see you guys in about 10 minutes.
We're out.
Hey, welcome back to Combo Breaker. This is EBT Muffin Man and Atari FGC.
Hey guys.
How's it going? We have an interesting match. We have East Coast Defeat Lee versus Ryan Hank. Are you familiar with Ryan?
I'm not actually, so I'll be interested to see what character he plays and Defeat Lee plays. Do you know?
ChunLi, I
ChunLi,
think he plays. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Interesting. Okay.
We'll see how that goes. I don't know who Ryan Hank uses though.
Yeah. No, that's the excitement when you got 113 player in this bracket, which is amazing.
That's incredible.
Yeah,
dude.
they are billing this as the most entrants in a Super Turbo tournament in years.
Wow.
In North America, which I think is right. I know Canada Cup was big last year, of course, but did not have 113. So this is pretty amazing. Might even be more now at this point. I haven't seen the final. We may have had late entrants.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, who knows? Like these brackets are crazy. There's a killer in every single pool. Like,
yeah, man.
It's pretty crazy.
Man. Exactly, like you.
Oh, God.
You put me in losers, man.
Oh, my God. Did you make it out?
I did make it out,
sweet.
yeah.
So there you go. Nothing to worry about.
I know, yeah. Fortunately, and actually, by the way, just for our viewers, the setup here is actually, it's going to go, if you get out of pools, you actually go to a top 24.
Yep.
So you actually don't get, there's no double jeopardy.
Exactly.
On the loser side, because actually, like in my case, if it was going to 16, I would have actually had to play Muffin Man again.
Right.
So I'm glad.
Yeah, so I got to winners finals and I lost, but that automatically qualified me out of pools.
Yes.
And then you got to losers finals.
Yeah.
Which qualified you out of
Yes,
pools.
and now I don't have to play you.
Yes, and now we can
it's a great format.
Yeah, it's actually really good.
I really like it because like when you've got enough players like this, you can do that, and it's nice. Like it gives more variety.
Exactly.
Takes that double jeopardy out. So it's I think this tournament is great. It's been really well run. We are so on time. It's amazing. Like those pools finished early.
That's true. Yeah.
So we're going to have, I think, so this is the next two set of pools that we're going to be streaming and commentating on for the next 2 hours.
Yep.
And then there's going to be another set of 2 pools after that's streaming of ST. And then I think the last 2 pools. Oh, my stick? Yeah, he can use my stick. Yeah, that's fine. And then the last 2 pools, I think they're switching over to VSAV. So I'm not sure if those are streaming.
I hope VSAV is being streamed because that's an amazing game.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. So
from
4 to 8, you could tune in and watch
to
Vampire
24,
State.
Yeah. Nice.
Sweet.
Very, very exciting. So really, so great day here of Super Turbo and other vintage action.
Oh, man. This place is crazy. I've never seen so many old games get such a huge presentation, you know? Like
exactly.
CBS 2 was up there yesterday, on the big screen, not just here.
Yeah. All right, so I think we're starting here. So Defeat Lee on the left with Chun, as you said, and Ryan Hawk on the right. Looks like he's playing New Ken.
Yeah, and New Ken versus Chun is an interesting match. I would say it's a little bit in Chun's favor, but New Ken can just, once he gets the mix-ups going, every character dies, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. I can tell you from having played Matsun in Japan, if you get, or any of the other Kens there are so good, you don't want to get knocked down.
Yep, exactly.
Because he can then go in with ambiguous cross-up, and then into combos, mix it up with lows, combo into Shoryuken, or just go with the knee bash.
Yep.
He's got a lot of options if he knocks you down.
But right now we see that he's playing it a little different. He's just getting his hits in, but Defeat Lee had the counters ready. So it's going to be an interesting one. Looks like Defeat Lee's not going for too much crazy stuff. Just the basic Chun. Get your throws in that do SPD worth of damage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, and Hank's missing a few moves there.
And he's got a big lead.
Yeah.
He can just sit here and turtle.
Yeah, exactly. And now he has super too.
Yeah,
so.
and he's got super. Why even bother?
Yeah.
Chun also has superior normals here. Nice air at the air there with that super.
Yeah, she has better normals. She's got a way reliable super, more so than Ken's. Ken's is actually one of the weaker supers in the game, but easier to combo.
Yeah. And actually, important note for our viewers, Ken can't do reversal super.
Exactly.
If he does a reversal super, the last special move that he did will come out, and I think does no damage. We saw an interesting case of Canada Cup with Matsun versus Kusamundo, where he threw a fireball that went through Kusamundo.
Yeah, exactly.
It was on that glitch.
There's some interesting glitches with that.
Yeah.
But right now he's being a bit aggressive, but he went for a fierce uppercut. That's a no-no in ST, because fierce uppercuts are very unreliable in this game.
Very.
Going for the crossover.
He's not even invulnerable on that.
Yeah, exactly.
With New Ken.
Yeah, his only invincible uppercuts are strong and jab uppercut.
So I like what I'm seeing out of Defeat Lee here. Like, he's just playing that footsie game. Like, use those superior normals.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Use that low forward.
Exactly, yeah. Low forward versus Ken is actually super strong, and Shoto's in general, so it's very important to use it. You can see if she does it just out of range, she really can't punish it that well without trading.
Also hard to jump at Chun. Yeah, you see that standing neutral forward.
Yeah.
Like she's got good anti-airs. They're situation and range dependent.
Yep.
We saw a standing roundhouse earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
Standing short right there.
Yes.
So he's on point with like clipping on Ken, not really letting him get in.
Yeah, he's keeping it mixed up right now, and Ken's missing stuff and just not really getting a lot off of the openings he's had so far.
All right, so second game to defeat Lee. Or sorry, that was the first one.
No, this is
That was the second one. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
And Ryan Hank's going to have to make a crazy comeback. He goes to turquoise Ken.
Sometimes that color.
Yeah, the color's better, that's for sure. So maybe they'll up his game a little bit too.
Fight for turquoise. Chun is sort of turquoise too.
Exactly. Oh,
so
wow.
he teched that throw. Still solid damage on it, though.
Yeah, notice that she did the head stomp to avoid getting uppercutted, too. Oh, wow, that actually got over. That's crazy.
That was a nice string. I would have loved to see it end in a fireball.
Yeah, he's just kind of going in blindly right now. He's not really trying to set up much. Wow,
Yeah.
what a combo. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Stand far strong, really?
Into low forward.
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Chun has great normals.
Yeah.
I think Chun, for a solid fundamental player, is actually a great character.
Yeah, absolutely.
Use those normals. Like, you can play ChunLi.
Wow.
And all right, there we go.
Lee takes it pretty convincingly, too.
Yeah. You can play that Chun different ways. Like, you can play a Turtle-y Chun, charge up, go in with super, or you can play that footsie-based Chun, a little bit more aggressive, use that low forward pressure.
Yep.
There are some players that play both styles, like an Odo-Chen. The high-level Chuns, generally, you're going to see both styles
Of course, yeah.
coming out of them. So very interesting character. I always dread fighting against Chun. So,
Yeah,
you know.
Well, Chun's one of the characters that, like, she's high tier, but it also depends heavily on the player.
Yeah.
Or, you know, if you're lucky or not, because the use of the super is kind of an interesting tactic where sometimes you have these moments where it's perfect, and other times it's like, oh man, I lost the match because I supered at the wrong time. It's a combination of many things. So she's an interesting character. If you're looking for like kind of a complex strategies, she's one of the characters to look at.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, so also, just to note for viewers that might be new to ST, there is a glitch in the game. Well, there's a couple glitches in the game, I would say. Probably first of all is Chun's throw damage as it pertains to Chun, which does almost as much of an SPD, as you heard Muffin Man mention earlier. And then, of course, Chun also has a stored super. So you do the super motion, and if you just keep holding forward, you will then be able to just move forward. And then if someone tries throwing a fireball or whatever, you just press the button, and now you're going to nail them with the super. So she doesn't have a ton of invincible frames in the super.
Exactly.
For example, Gaea jab Sonic, like a slow Sonic. She won't get through it.
Exactly.
It'll like you'll trade basically as long as you do it from the right distance.
It's also not an immediate super too. So if you have an uppercut and you can time it perfectly, you can have to uppercut after the super flash and hit her out of it.
Yes. Yeah. So exactly. Not a lot of invincibility. So it looks like they're just killing off Chun here.
Yeah.
Could also just press the test button.
Yeah.
So
the first button, the first one, the closest one to you. That one. There you go. So
there we go.
We have Mooney versus Bonky.
So Bonky Blanca, he's one of the stronger players in Chicago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
I know. Bonky. And he's playing a claw.
Oh my God.
This will be interesting. Claw, so high tier.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
So, Blanca versus Claw. This is a get in and stay in match. Blanca just wants to get in and do everything he can to kill Claw. Claw's a very good character in general, so keeping Blanca out is actually not too crazy of a problem, but once Blanca gets in, it's a difficult one.
And as you just saw there, those ball rolls are punishable by Claw with his range.
Yep.
Not every character can punish those easily, as you just saw Claw can.
And looks like Mooney's going in a little too hard, but he didn't lose too bad, so he might change it up a little bit this round. He's playing the footsies game. Oh, great meaty. Good timing on that. He's keeping the pressure on. Punish. Keeps it going.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh,
wow,
tricky.
The setup.
And that's what you want to see out of Blanca. If you're playing this match with Blanca, that's what you want to be able to do.
Yep. And now we got a little bit of a scramble, but he gets the throw.
Nice.
Yeah, Bonky's he's a local player, but he's really young. He's like he's along him and the crew with Miguel, you know. And Chris Gamble.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, Gamble not at Canada Cup this year, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I know, Bonky, Arshad, that Archville, and some of the stronger players here.
Yeah, exactly. So he got the first match. Played it very well, actually. He let Vega get in, or Claw, get in on his own, and then he took advantage of it.
And even so, we just saw they were punishable even on hit.
Yep.
Depending on the strength on that ball.
He's keeping up the pressure, but he's using ball a bit too much to escape. Wow. The pokes are just killing him.
Oh, he was in, I think, yeah. I wonder if that was electricity. It looks like he threw out a jab there.
Yeah, it looks like it. He might have tried throw, too. That can happen. In this game, sometimes if you get crossed over at the last second, your normal will come out, like a command normal, for example, rather than a throw, so you have to be careful. Oh, wow.
Like he was definitely chasing him down there.
Yeah, he's absolutely trying to just get in right now. He doesn't care anymore. Nice pokes. He's keeping him. Wow, what a cross under.
Yeah, nice walk under there.
Yeah.
By money.
Yeah, he's playing pretty good. This turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah.
You gotta stick with Blanca. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bonky plays anyone else. Personally, I've only seen him play Blanca.
Yeah, I've only seen him play Blanca as well. Wow, his meeting timing is actually really good.
I'm finding it interesting that Money is playing so aggressively. I'm wondering, I'm not a Blanca specialist, but I'm wondering if Money can also just sort of turtle. I know, like in the boxer matchup, you can just turtle him.
Yeah, absolutely. I think in this matchup, he should be playing the poke game a lot more, but it's hard to tell because Blanca's jump-ins are very strong. So.
Yes.
Wow, he saw him not punish the first ball. He's like, I'm going again. I'm going to get it. But luckily, he's still punishing on point with that.
And if he's throwing he's throwing a lot of balls out, and he's getting punished even when he's hitting.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
Wow, nice jump over the slide. That's really good. And he got out of there, but he's still going back in. He just wants to fight.
Oh,
wow.
I thought he had charged there.
Yeah, he could have up-walled that, but instead he did a back hop, a command hop. Well, it's 1-1 and 1-1 in rounds. Oh, there we go. Good anti-air. This is the type of game you want to see Vega play versus Blanca, but once Blanca gets in, it's a whole different match.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
What a great hop over.
Now, one note with Claw in this, if he's under pressure, if he does have that down charge, Claw has his flash kick is stored. He can go to a standing block and still be able to execute his flash kick.
Exactly, which is a very powerful tool for a character as strong as Claw.
Yeah.
Oh,
as if Claw needs any more tricks.
And speaking of strong characters,
this is at least a 7-3 match.
Yeah, this is not fun for Blanca.
Let's see if Money can just turtle. That's really all he needs to do.
Yeah, I mean, this one is basically punish heaven for Balrog. Anything Blanca does, he could basically hit him out of it or trade in his favor.
I'm surprised he's in so close. If he just stays full screen, if Blanca tries to jump, he can uppercut charge.
Yep.
And if he starts getting in closer, I mean, he's got that low forward, that low strong, headbutt. He
can out-throw Blanca, too.
Yep.
Wow, he's got great timing on his jump-ins, though. Oh, wow.
Ooh, gets a dizzy. Okay.
Okay, he didn't have charge, so he just went for the throw.
Yeah.
Wow, he gets the hard combos, too, and he ends it with the perfect. So it's tied up 2-2. Money switching to Boxer. Bonky could change characters, but it's Balrog. Boxer is not. He doesn't have like a surefire counter. So
Boxer also such a strong character here in ST.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like, oh, I can go counter pick him. Like, there's not really good counter picks to Boxer.
I mean, you can, but you'd have to be really good with that character to make the counter pick work.
Yeah.
So he's trying to stay in. He's getting in here and there, but he's afraid to go in too hard. Oh, man, the punishes.
Oh.
This is every Blanca player's hated matchup. Oh, wow.
Oh, the jump. He had the charge.
Yeah.
And that's where a turtling Boxer could be so successful in this matchup.
Yep, exactly. So Bonky can just get a good knockdown in a setup. He should be able to end it with enough throw loops, but he's got to get in there and stay in there. And, man.
And we just saw a down fierce there from Boxer as well. That's another anti-air that he has at his option.
Yep. Notice that every hit is traded back immediately, and that's where all the damage comes from. Okay, he uses super, which is good for Bonky. Oh, what a cross-up.
Good mix-up there.
Oh, he tried to bait, and there you go.
All right, match point both sides.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. He jumped up there to avoid the headbutt, but he didn't do it, and he ended up getting the kill. And wow. Good
Look
throw.
at that damage that's already gone.
I know, right?
And now he's in. This is dangerous.
One more throw, it'll do. Oh, wow. Good punish.
Boxer also, for our viewers, easy to safe jump because the startup frames on his headbutt are so low. But now he's in.
Oh my God. That's the worst way to go.
Wow, that's such a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Bonky was doing what he can. I think he had a great start to that round, but it unraveled when Boxer was able to get in.
Yeah, man. That's a hard one, man.
When Boxer was able to get in with advantage, with frame advantage,
exactly,
I should say, because, of course, Blanca also wants to get in.
Exactly, yeah.